home, but don't send them to school. Schools have not yet opened, and the next time we are going even to arrest the peoples, that even the parents, when you come to pick the people, you'll also be put in, because that is defying government what? Guidelines on COVID-19.
Well, it's too sad. We shouldn't defy the presidential directives. Now, in Nakalema, Chambogo land, squatters on Chambogo University have land at the university land have been asked to first register and also disclose how they acquired the land. According to Chambogo University and the State House Anti-Corruption Unit, the registration process will run for a period of 2 weeks.
Over 12 chairpersons from the 6 villages, composed of 4,000 squatters, have met with the legal team from Chambogo University and the head of State House Anti-Corruption Unit, Colonel Edith Nakalema.
So we have been really, even at the moment, we are getting a lot of challenges, which is similar to the rest of these colleagues who have mentioned, that they don't really know the true owner of the land where they are, which is being disputed.
Nti government engeri ettaka gye liri ddene etusalireko ekitundu etuwa ebyapa byawo etukulaakulanyizeewo ekitundu ekisigadde ekola ekikozesa oba nannyini ettaka yenna.
During this meeting, Colonel Edith Nakalema urged the residents to stay calm so that everything is sorted amicably.
Okuddamu mbakubirize temuteekamu maanyi nti mwagala kulwana kubanga yo government machinery togirwanyisa togisobola. Mujja kwesanga nga ate muli basibe kyetutayagala bw'oba oli mu kayumbako ng'okimanyi bulungi nti era ettaka lyoliko si liryo gwe beera mu ddembe okutuusa ab'obuyinza bwe banaakugamba nti kakati ekidirira kikino. Naye ebyo ebyokuteekamu amaanyi nga bwe twalaba ennaku ez'emabega nga waliwo abaagala okumenya gate ya university. Tosobola kumenya gate ya university ate nga bo bali ku ttaka lyabwe emyaka mingi.
Although squatters had filed some cases against Chambogo University before claiming ownership of the land, Claire Ninsima, the head legal unit, Chambogo University, highlighted on this dispute.
So the stalling of the case in the High Court is not the problem of Chambogo University, but it's the problem of you people who lodged it before court and did not conclude the matter. Because when mediation fails, there are other processes that follow within the realms of court. So we are at that stage.
In response, Israel Ocho, the principal legal officer, State House Anti-Corruption Unit, and the legal team from Chambogo University advised the squatters to first register and also to highlight on how they acquired the said land.
And determine a number of people who are making claims against the university, so that then those claims can be looked into. Those lists are going to be availed here, and we are going to look through them and look at the various interests and see how we guide both the tenants, the occupants, the people in these settlements, and the university.
We really spent a lot of money. Our claim against Chambogo University would be the time they encouraged us to construct there. We have spent a lot of money. We would have even invested that money somewhere else. If Chambogo University is not saying they are the landlord today, and I wanted them to be very clear over this issue.
According to State House Anti-Corruption Legal Team and Chambogo University, the registration will be conducted within a period of 2 weeks from now.
Status of that land as being properly vested in Chambogo University, and they have agreed to go back, enumerate themselves, so that then they can engage and have formal discussions with Chambogo. Yes.
According to the Ministry of Lands, Chambogo University acquired the said land in 1967, which now has over 4,000 squatters from 6 villages. Natango Rebecca, Namamonde Deborah, UBC News.
And we hope a lasting resolution is found there. Now, going over to border crossing, members of parliament from Uganda have welcomed the move by South Sudanese government to waive visa fees on Uganda travelers. The waiver is in a reciprocity to a similar move by Uganda as announced by First Deputy Prime Minister Rebecca Kadaga.
On Friday, 1st October 2021, Uganda effected this announcement.
Effective 1st of October this year, the right of free access to Uganda, to citizens of South Sudan, will be implemented.
This was with expectation that the government of South Sudan would reciprocate. Coincidentally, South Sudan responded on the same day. Uganda was effecting its own waiver on South Sudanese traveling to the Pearl of Africa. In a statement dated 1st October 2021, South Sudan removed entry visa fees for Ugandan citizens into their country. This was to take effect from Monday, 4th October 2021. Members of parliament from Uganda have welcomed the move.
What the government of Sudan has done, one, it's a good idea because now the flow of goods and services, to me, it will flow smoothly.
And when the business is boosted, of course it will mean increased incomes in as far as their household whatevers are concerned.
By this relaxation, we are going to boost up the trade among the two countries.
The MPs now want this implemented.
So it's not all that a moment of being excited until when we observe the situation and maybe we try to come to understand that what they could have agreed upon is put into effect.
But Tororo District Woman Member of Parliament Sarah Opendi is concerned that visa fees waiver is not enough without guaranteed security.
Because it's also important that as the people move freely, their security should also be guaranteed, and also on the Ugandan side, so that it can foster further the issue of trade amongst the two countries.
The waiver is in a bid to implement the decision of the 36th meeting of the Council of Ministers of the East African Community. The meeting ratified the protocol on the free movement of persons within the East African region. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Now, in the area of illegal water connections, National Water and Sewerage Corporation is planning to implement a Know Your Customer program curb illegal water connections in Kampala. This follows a loss of over 2 billion shillings every month due to illegal water connections.
National Water and Sewerage Corporation will conduct impromptu operations in Kampala on illegal water connections.
Some customers also collaborate with our staff to alter meter readings. And this, of course, is having a huge impact on the revenue that the corporation would be expecting. Some national water staff also conniving with customers to change the tariff, where the tariff the customer is supposed to be on commercial, they connive with our staff, they put them on domestic, or even sometimes public standpipe tariff. And again, that has had an impact on our revenues.
The Executive Director, Engineer Silva Mugisha, says most of the illegal activities are abated by their staff.
Customer who would be caught in this, and the exercise is ongoing, any customer who will be caught will be sanctioned in accordance with the law of the country. Now, when it comes to our collaborating staff, any staff who will be caught will be, again, his employment will be terminated in accordance with the Employment Act of Uganda.
The corporation will also implement a Know Your Customer field program through house-to-house visits.
Some customers also collaborate with our staff to alter meter readings. And this, of course, is having a huge impact on the revenue that the corporation would be expecting. Some national water staff also conniving with customers to change the tariff. Where the tariff, the customer is supposed to be on commercial, they connive with our staff, they put them on domestic, or even sometimes public standpipe tariff. And again, that has had an impact on our revenues.
A strong water loss accountability and investigation framework that will deal with field problems has been established.
Let's take a short break and return.
I smile when I think of you, Uganda, my home. My home, I dance when I look at you, Uganda, my home. Oh, my Uganda.
I know, with you I'll always stay forever. I know, because I feel that we belong together, my home. On my heart, mommy, oh my Uganda.
Hey, mama. At MTN, we look forward to starting another exciting journey together to grow our home, Uganda.
It's no secret that ICT makes learning easy.
The strides made in our field could not be possible without it.
And now we can watch our favorite shows.
My radio is my best friend.
UCC provides an enabling regulatory environment and policy guidance for healthy competition. We also facilitate ease of doing business in the communications sector through licensing, standardization, spectrum management, tariff regulation, rural communication development, and consumer empowerment. An informed consumer is an empowered consumer. UCC supports local content and innovations. Driving the development of a robust communication sector in Uganda is Uganda Communications Commission.
You know, you could just buy a new smartphone from anywhere in Uganda. Dial *175*94# to activate their 100% double data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles for 3 months. Better yet, you automatically receive free 1 GB valid for 30 days. You are hooked already, aren't you? Enjoy a 100% double data bonus from Airtel. Buy a smartphone from anywhere in Uganda and insert an Airtel SIM card. Dial *175*94# to activate a 100% data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles, valid for 3 months. Dial *175# and select your preferred bundle to activate a 100% data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles, valid for 3 months. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Vaccinated today so we can get closer to the normal way of life. Echa COVID-19 chija kugwa.
I smile when I think of you, Uganda, my home. My home, I dance when I look at you, Uganda, my home. Oh, my Uganda.
I know, with you I'll always stay forever.
forward to starting another exciting journey together to grow our home, Uganda.
Welcome back and on to the business desk. In the move to leave no one behind for digital migration, Multichoice Uganda has announced a 20% price cut on DSTV decoders for all its customers, and this comes with 1 month free subscription that will run till December 2021. Jonah Wegoye, the head of sales at Multichoice Uganda, notes that it's part of their strategy to put customers at the heart of everything and make services more accessible.
The possibility that the offer is going to extend into next year. And like he has said, we are looking at this price offer because we are thinking about our customers. We know that as we go into the tail end of the year, we're going into festive season. There are many things that you have to spend your money on, and we're trying to make it as affordable for you as possible to get in and have access to DSTV.
Who already have a dish for only 79,000 shillings, they can get DSTV. Then for customers who do not have a dish, for only 129,000 shillings, they can get the full kit. And both offers, the decoder only and the full kit, comes with 1 month free subscription and free installation, meaning that once you pay the 79K, within 24 hours you have gotten your picture. So that's the new exciting offer, and we're doing this in good faith because we understand times are tough.
Now still in business, and with Uganda Airlines, it has launched commercial operations to Dubai in the United Arab Emirates using the recently acquired Airbus A330-800neo aircraft. Flight UR 444 departed Entebbe International Airport at 11:55 a.m. for Dubai with 71 passengers, 30 tons of cargo, and was flagged off by the State Minister for Transport, Fred Byamukama.
Uganda Airlines has kick-started the much-awaited long-haul commercial operations with a maiden flight departing Entebbe this Monday morning for Dubai in the UAE. State Minister for Transport Fred Byamukama, Permanent Secretary Minister of Works and Transport, and his counterpart from Finance graced the mini-flagging off event at the airside.
I've loaded pineapples, oranges, and so many things. But what excited me when you see people buying oranges, buying pineapples, they bought them on the aircraft, take them to Dubai. That shows even the lowest person down there who cannot travel will benefit out of the person who is buying the exports, the agricultural products, and export them. So you see, when you pay taxes, whether you're the lowest person, you can benefit at any time. Many Ugandans have got jobs, you have seen. Even this will market our country outside. Tourism will come quickly.
This inaugural flight had 71 passengers and 30 tons of cargo. The State Minister for Transport, Fred Byamukama, also highlighted that the airline will act as conduit in promotion of export from Uganda.
People to understand that this one is the infrastructure. Let's look at it as the infrastructure. Like you build a road, you facilitate people. You may not immediately make money out of it, you may not immediately make a profit, but we have invested in these aircraft as infrastructure to encourage people to move conveniently without unnecessary delays in transit, to attract tourists, to attract investors to come here, and also to fly our own flag.
The Permanent Secretary Minister of Works and Transport, Waiswabagea, noted that the launch to Dubai is a step closer to achieving all that was set out in the National Planning Authority's development plan. The authority's Director General promised to make sure that Uganda Airlines is treated and marketed as the Entebbe hub airline.
We are very, very, very well prepared for Uganda Airlines. Very, both in terms of office accommodation, but also in acquiring a slots for its fleet of aircraft at Entebbe International Airport. Because this is a hubbing airline. Hubbing airline means it is the airlines of this airport. Just like Emirates is the airline of Dubai International Airport.
Uganda Airlines plans to fly to Dubai 3 times a week using the 2 Airbus craft. Ngabo Emon, reporting from the TV.
And in sports, the national senior football team, the Cranes, is expected to travel to Rwanda Tuesday evening for the World Cup qualifier game against Amavubi Stars of Rwanda on Thursday. Currently, 6 of the 9 foreign-based players are already in camp.
A pool of foreign-based Cranes players arrived in the country Sunday evening, joining camp ahead of the Cranes' travel for the game against the Amavubi Stars of Rwanda. Waiswa Moses, playing for Supersport United, Mleme Isaac, Watenga Ismail, Tadeo Lwanga and Khalid Awucho are among the players in camp. Those expected to arrive later include Fahad Bayo, Timothy Wani and Mustafa Kiza. Cranes play Amavubi Stars in their Group E World Cup qualifier game, both home and away.
We are now welcoming back Walusimbi, who had a slight knock on his knee, but I believe after today's session and probably tomorrow, we shall be getting a clearer picture of the shape of the players and the intention of what we are going to do.
First will be a game at Amahoro Stadium in Kigali on the 7th before the return leg at St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende. Cranes tactician Milton Micho, who once coached the Amavubi Stars at some point, believes his boys are in a better place to challenge. Cranes are third in group that has Mali, neighbors Kenya and Rwanda. Both Cranes and Amavubi have on several occasions played, creating a rivalry, and at this point, the game can go either way. Ngabo Emon, reporting for UBC TV.
It has been amazing having lunch with you. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. For now, we say it's a good afternoon.
Uganda is born again, free and independent.
Independence Day in Uganda is celebrated on 9th October every year. This event holds an important position in the history of Uganda as it marks the country's freedom from their former colonial master. Uganda has made significant strides in 59 years. Agriculture remains the main thrust of Uganda's economic growth. Increased employment and growth opportunities, direct and indirect jobs within the ICT sector. The total number of referral hospitals has increased to 181. The road network has improved